Welcome
Welcome
to Shade in the
Shade in the
City.
City.
I am your girl, Treese.
It's Nose, and it's the
Today
season
we're
finale,
here
y'all.
to
It's the
the
finale.
finale of BMF Season 3, Episode 10. I would love, chat, go ahead and drop your rating because there's been a big difference in opinion online, y'all. And I'm gonna just go ahead and give mine. I'm gonna give it a good 8. But make sure y'all hit that like button as you're coming in. I'm sorry, I'm messing up the program. Go ahead, girl.
And the subscribe button. This is how she do. This is what she does.
It's because I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. And of course we got our special guest host because he got to tussle with us or whatever. That's what he likes to
I'm
do.
ready.
So we're bringing up
She
TJ.
ready.
Welcome. I feel like it's been a minute, but welcome back.
What up, Fresh? You on mute, homie?
Oh yeah, you are on mute.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. That's so cute. And you know what? I need to turn my light on. Hold on. We all drinking in this
Excuse me.
place.
I just wanted. I say, what's up, Trees? What's up, Nails? I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to the both of you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you.
Appreciate it.
So is that a Marlins hat? Okay. So anyway.
I'm about to say it probably just matched the fit.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
mean,
y'all.
Miami. So
So what's your rating, Fresh? What's your rating?
I went back and forth with Jack on this, and it's between like a 2 and a 3.
I didn't rate it as high as you did either, Trace.
Really? Look, DeMarcus. Shout out to DeMarcus. Thank you, DeMarcus. The episode was a solid 8. Thank you.
You know what, DeMarcus? You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say thank you for saying Happy Mother's Day. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Thank you for the super chat, DeMarcus. We appreciate it. Lou Silly played a Shawnee O'Neal on Charles and always getting played. I hope y'all checked out the shot. So DeMarcus, we're gonna have to talk about
that. I did check out the shot. I did right before I got on here.
Okay, she checked out the shot. I couldn't do DeMarcus. We gotta talk. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it later. It's a lot going on. You know, apparently P Valley. And would you rather me get in the P Valley or the shot? Which one do you want? Pick one. You got to choose one. Okay. Right. All right. So you said a 2 and a 3, Fresh. I'm disappointed in you, Nels.
Sorry, Marcus, you tripping about 8.
I give it like a 6.
Oh my God, what is going on?
I mean, it just wasn't like, when you think season finale for one, you just think like just all this just stuff happening, just so much. And I was actually able to keep up. There was not a lot of pausing and rewinding. Like, I didn't feel like there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Then on top of that, I'm really not feeling the fact that Charles and Lucille talking about they're gonna be friends. So that's taken from a 7 to a 6 to me.
That's the main.
Here comes Jack.
What up, Jack?
What up, though?
What up, though, bro?
So, Jack, I already know your rating. Why was it a 4, bruh?
Because it was a finale and it was cheeks.
I agree.
Like the whole, like everything was rushed.
Oh my God! And the chat is agreeing with you.
It was cheeks.
Hey, Michelle, thank you.
Hey, Michelle, happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Like we said in the review, it seemed like it was a wrap up for the whole season. It didn't necessarily seem like it was a finale. It was cheeks.
And so to me, I felt like that's what made it good because I feel like everything that I wanted to see happened outside of some people not being, unalive. But most of the people that we needed gone.
Surprised you wasn't. I was like, when I was watching, I was like, oh, Teresa's gonna be so upset about this whole angel scene.
So that's why they didn't get a 10 for me. For real. I said that.
I saw that comment too. It said,
yes, I said the fact that Angel is even a conversation in this episode not knocked them down 2 points. And then the fact that we were even mentioning Markeisha's name while he's paying the rent. And I just
trying to get in contact with Markeisha.
Michelle said, I say 4. Okay.
It was cheeks.
DeMarcus said, I can't watch a show that was a 4. Right. I wouldn't be able to get through it. Hold on. Danielle All Natural said, felt more like a filler episode than a finale.
We said that.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's exactly
Danielle,
what we said.
Danielle, me and you, we here.
Hey, Retro. Welcome back.
What's up, bro?
Okay.
Retro.
All right. Well, we're terrible because I ain't even run the intro yet, but we'll be back to actually get into that episode. We didn't. We started conversing. Y'all was gonna get me on that. I'll be back. Okay, let me start off by saying I'm sorry. I don't think I started the episode off. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, all the mother figures. Okay, out here. I am a mother, so I guess I was too busy in my zone and
enjoyed it
and eat my crab claws and steak that I forgot about y'all. I apologize.
You ate good.
But I told you to tell your wifey Happy Mother's Day. And Happy Mother's Day to your mom and your sister fresh. If your sister got kids, I don't know if she got kids yet. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there.
Thank you.
But anyway, and now you already know. I text you earlier this morning. So, all right. Now they open up the episode, right, with a throwback of Meech selling his first rock. I think I can say that. And him dropping out of school, and then Remy goes to the impound to get the keys to Meech's vehicles. And try to get his weight or whatever. And then we see Duffy, Tina, Meech, and T. Apparently T just came out of nowhere, but now he's there, and they're going to claim the cars. And then they see Remy driving off, and they're like, "Oh no, what do we do?" They're off with the vehicles, and so T doesn't want, T's like, "Nah, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems with them." But Meech is like, "Nah, we got to do this because Jay Pusher over here in St. Louis, and we already delayed on the shipment of the, was it bricks? Let me tap into my inner." The eggs, the bacon. What is it? Where's Jack when I need him? With the references. but yeah. So basically, Jay Push is waiting on the shipment, and so he's trying to, find one of the Atlanta guys to basically get on board, and that's when Sharp comes up, and Duffy's like, "Oh, if you put, Sharp is already hip to the plan, but if you let him know, like you sell it to him, like Claude sell it to him, y'all should be good." And so basically that's what they plan to do, and explain the plan of how they plan to move past the Red Dogs, if I think I got that correctly. And then Tina tells Meech that, everybody be sitting outside JR Crickets. I'm not familiar, but apparently that's the place where they parking lot pimp. So that's where they're gonna go, and that's where they're gonna, post up and chill so they can make those moves. That's what I got.
You got super detailed because you lost me. I don't know where the hell you at. I think where we ended this scene was Meech told Terry Henry gotta go. Is it that?
No, what? No. Did he even tell her that yet? Y'all are funny.
I got like 2 paragraphs, and yours just sound like a whole. All right. Well, listen. This is where we at now. All right. So basically, Terry was physical. He's happy that his homeboy's still alive. And he said that I guess Hoop let him know that, what I'm saying? Like he was like, "Why you laughing? Why you laughing?"
Because they laughing at me and my long-windedness.
So basically he let him know, listen, Henry said you next, homie. He said, "Don't you even worry about that. All right, I got that handle. Listen. I got that. You got anything else, Trees? Because that's all I got for that."
No. That basically was that scene. I'm just saying, getting into it. It was getting into it. You had to know the thing, and the thing was happening.
All right.
Remy
so then, what? What you want to say?
No, I'm asking them. Did that not happen? Remy came, stole the cars. They was in the impound. Did that not happen?
I got that in my scene.
Yeah, that did.
In like 2 sentences.
But we was trying to figure out what was the point in Remy stealing the cars.
He wanted the product
because he thought he could get in it.
Yeah, he didn't know that.
But if the police already been in there, and they didn't get anything out of it, then what did Remy think?
Well,
Like,
also, you know what? I see your point, but also, so that Meech didn't get the product. He knew it was in there, even though he couldn't access it. If I got it, nigga, you can't get it.
I ain't even think about it like that. That's a
Right.
good way of thinking. I mean, he wasn't gonna get it no way though, because he was. I mean, it was already. I mean, I guess he could have got it at the auction.
Yeah,
Because
he
he
had
got it
planned
at
to go to the
auction.
auction
I
and
ain't
get
think
it.
about it like that. It's good to have fresh eyes on it.
Yeah.
Demarcus, to your point, I actually think you're giving me more credit because I am nowhere near as street savvy as Tina, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
Tina.
But you kind of
Which one is Tina?
y'all kind of resemble each other. Now that he pointed that
He's
out,
talking about Tina, the girl, the Mo's little cousin, the one that's always running around with BMF doing it. Oh,
Yeah,
go to the
me.
JR crickets and
Yeah,
to
y'all kind
JR.
of resemble each other.
Oh, the one that's
Mo's
like
cousin.
trying to be a lawyer or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Oh, okay.
Danielle on Naturel says JR Crickets is the wing spot sports bar that's been downtown. Oh, it's still open. Okay. Thank you for that insight. I appreciate that.
Where you from, Danielle?
Right.
Yeah,
Where you from,
I've
Danielle?
been to
Danielle?
Atlanta. I can't say how many times, and I don't think I've ever heard of that spot. But maybe
I don't
was
think that's what I'm saying. I don't think I've
I
ever
want
heard
to
of it
say
either.
Fresh. Let's ask Fresh because it sounds like he done been to Atlanta. God knows how many times.
But I've never heard that name come up in the circles that I was in when I was in Atlanta. So that's
They
that's
wasn't
new
hanging
to me.
there.
I was gonna say, how many times has Magic City come up? Or what's the
Blue Flame.
Men in Black glasses?
Give me these glasses. You got your pen?
Right.
Got your pen tonight?
Look, Danielle said
He's like,
ATM.
I came prepared.
All right, go ahead, Nels.
All right, so Jen went to go see Kobe's father, basically let her know, before she passed, she wanted to work out everything with him. And she said she wants justice for, her homegirl. So he was like, she was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm suspended right now. I can't do nothing off the books. So really, I'm gonna need your help. So he was like, do you got any leads? And she was just like, have you ever heard of the Andreas family? I'm a serious like.
So here's my thing with that, right? And I think I said this, I dropped in the comments on their recap. Even though I guess I shouldn't say it because I don't want to skip ahead. But the point is, either way, Amberson had to go. She was never, if you think about how things played out, and now we know who her father is or was, she was never meant to stay in the script. She was never meant to stay in the script.
That's a fact.
Henry done lost her damn mind, and she over here cutting out her tracks. Got them all over the floor. It looked like some nice.
Everybody was talking about that on like Twitter, and they were like, "Why are we shaving off a wig?" And I was like,
it looked like some nice hair though. It looked expensive.
It really did look like her hair. I didn't even know. I don't know things like that. I thought it was her hair.
This is why I don't know why you're even commenting on it. I don't even know why you have a dog in this fight.
So
wait, no, I gotta say the next scene.
Okay, go ahead.
So Lucille and Charles are sitting at the table. Okay, and she said,
"Oh God,
it's time for divorce." Okay, she done took these papers. She done signed it, passed it right along to his little.
That's the same from Brown Sugar you just did.
You said what? What happened?
Yeah, the percentage for Brown Sugar.
Yeah, the same from Brown Sugar you just did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is my favorite. Literally, I use that all the time.
That's my favorite movie. That's how I know.
Divorce. I love that scene. And of course, grown ass Nikki is right around the corner, sitting on the steps, hearing all this that's going on, got her in tears. And this is the shit that Treese was talking about. But we ain't even 15 minutes in. This is the stuff that Treese was talking about. Okay.
I got teary-eyed. This scene. I did.
This is what I wanted.
It felt so final. It just like you could see the hurt.
That's the problem. It took the papers for it to be final.
Maybe if he had moved out before then, it wouldn't have been so emotional. But the fact that he's still in the house,
He should have definitely moved out before then.
Big ass crab leg, yo.
Yo, she like.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I wasn't, but I was just like, yo.
That's right. Ready to sign them papers.
I was like,
I'm
that joint.
sorry. It's Mother's Day. Let me have my crop claws. Let me
Word. I had
You
to,
have your
I
crab
had
claws,
to
girl.
cook it earlier, but yeah, but
Shut up.
I did for my mom. So,
Yeah, I've been
um,
cooking all day.
but yeah, nah, I agree. It was like, I guess it made it official, but as we saw, Charles, he ain't want to sign them joints. He was like,
Well, we knew that.
Sign
you
them
know,
papers.
Marcus said he felt bad for
He
Charles.
was.
Oh,
I did feel bad. I felt bad for Charles and
oh,
Lucille and Nikki.
I
oh.
felt bad for Nikki. I ain't feel bad for Charles or Lucille.
yeah,
I felt like it should have happened.
Lucille wanted to go get her back cracked,
You
and
think that ain't the only reason why she did it?
I'm not saying that's the only reason. I'm just
Well,
saying
she
that she
wanted,
wanted to
you
go
know
get her
what?
back
She
cracked.
wanted to do it and not have a conscience. That's what that, like, not have
She for
any guilt.
sure
A
wanted to
guilty
go get her
conscience.
back cracked, but
The fact that they was still like up talking and stuff, it don't seem like he was cracking nothing.
I'm
Not the way you cracking them crab claws.
Shut up.
not even close.
Not even
But
not even close.
I mean,
I didn't feel bad for Charles or Lucille. I mean, Charles made his bed; he had to lay in it, and
You know
Lucille,
what?
that was her path to happiness. It seemed like.
Let me tell you, if that wasn't a word, if that
So Demarcus, I'm gonna
that wasn't a
actually
word,
when we get to it, I'm gonna circle back to it, but I definitely don't see that there was any way that Kobe would have made it to season 4. Just keeping it 100, but we'll get to that.
it could be the ghost of Kobe's past.
Mm. So then we see Meech. He's looking at, oh God, this angel in the scene. God. All right. So
Oh,
she
I
did
hate
this
this
on
thing.
purpose. She did this on purpose. So Meech is at his crib looking at the map of Atlanta, plotting when Angel was gonna, she
You know,
comes
like they're a
in.
real family and like that's his little
Right.
girl
Like
and
she's
stuff.
coming in, baby, what you doing? And he's like, oh, she lets him know that Remy he'll never let you rule ATL.
She get on
And
my
she's
nerves.
like, let's leave together. Let's run away.
You should have said, "Nah, ho, you staying here, exactly where you
I
belong."
wanna fly away. He said no.
He was trying to be I don't care if you're on a run. Baby, as long as I'm next to you. She was trying. And he was like,
Yeah.
no, bitch,
He
that's
said
not
I
what
ain't
it
going for
is.
that.
He said, that's not what
He
it
said
is
not
with us.
today.
Okay. And so he's like, no, that's not gonna happen. So Angela said, Atlanta ain't really loving her back no more.
You said
And
Angela.
no, Atlanta.
I don't know why I thought
Angel. Did I say Angela?
it sounded like you said okay. I
Oh,
thought I was tripping.
okay.
I was like, did she say Angela said Atlanta don't love her back?
Okay, so Angel says that Atlanta is not loving her back, which we know. I don't think any city really loves her back. Miami didn't really like her either. And so, Meech tells her that, all those people that come to the club to see her do her flash dance, and she's like, oh, I've never seen it from that perspective, Meech. Oh my God. People like it. It came out with
People
movies
like
about
me.
it.
They really like me.
Really like
Not
me.
the flash dance.
So Meech tells her that she needs to see it, touch it, and obtain it. Y'all know I wrote that down because that was bars. All right, and then he plans to make Atlanta and Remy his bitch, but Angel ain't nowhere near in that equation, and I don't even know why she's here. Why is Angel here?
I don't know why
It
she's here
literally
either.
took the episode down 2 levels.
What is the reason of her character at this point?
She's the
I'm not
To
understanding.
show you that the hoes are winning.
Is she pregnant with Little Meech? Like, what is the like? Is she
No,
going to get pregnant with
that
Little
ends
Meech?
up being the real
just
estate
that the
girl.
hoes
But
are winning.
but what I'm saying is like, what is her? She has no purpose for the show right now. None.
She's a hoe, and he loves that shit.
For
The
sure.
hoes are winning.
He likes her flash dance. He liked that shit. What a
She
feeling.
She has no benefit
He's
toward the show.
believing.
Right?
No benefit.
You gotta do the
No
water.
purpose. She had no significance. Like at first it was connecting. At first she was connecting Glock or she was in between Glock
Jack,
and Meech. But now
Jack, I
Glock is
understand. You're a married man. I get it. You don't understand. Okay.
You don't
The
understand that.
logic of these dumb young niggas. Okay. I get it.
it's
I get it.
she
But I am letting you know she's a hoe and he loves it. He love that shit. Okay. The hoe's a winner. Now, Terry met up with the Chaldeans, okay, and basically said, "Listen, I need y'all to hit up Henry and let her know that y'all want to, you know what I mean, give her product again." They was like, "Yeah, we really not trying to get in the middle of y'all mess." He said, "That's exactly what you're gonna do. Otherwise, you won't have my supply anymore." Okay. Then his punk ass daddy.
Winter.
Then, ah, hey, thanks for stopping in.
I was gonna say,
Um,
I definitely don't think she's watching BMF.
I know that's right. So basically, yeah, then his punk ass daddy came in the restaurant, let him know it's official. Look at Fresh.
Why he
Him,
gotta be a
him and
punk
Lucille,
ass
he's
daddy?
a punk ass dad. Uh, we signed the papers and I ain't got nowhere to go. Get the
That's heartbreaking. Okay. So, can I tell you a little nugget that I shared? Is that the pictures, writer Lee, shout out to Mike Lee, writer on the show, he shared that actually those pictures that were on the wall were really pictures of the Flannery family. Like those were original, like real life pictures of them. And I was like, okay, that's a cute little nugget. But then I guess what'd you say, Fresh? You used it for a filler episode, whatever. But yeah. So now we see Detective Jen. She's hanging out with Henry, and she lets her know that she likes her new look. You know, you look snazzy, and with the fade. What is it? What is that? Bald? Well, a buzz cut. I don't know. I
And that was
clearly
just
I'm
straight
not.
up bald.
Okay, there's no. It's not a
Yeah.
buzz cut. It was
Yeah.
given military. Okay, so it's just straight up ball. So Henry says, Tyson had been told her to do this, but she didn't really want to do it. But now this like appreciation of Tyson and what he, obviously he lost his life, so she wants to pay homage. And then Detective Jen says Tyson's passing can't go unchecked. So what are you gonna do about it, Henry? And so as Henry is getting ready to give her the tea about, the game plans, she gets a phone call. And on the other end of the phone is Mr. Hartnebrig. Am I wrong or right? That was her daddy
That
on
was
the other.
Blaze.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah, that
Blake.
was Blaze. So he's on and he's like, yo, Detective Jen, is Bryant's partner, and you can with her. And then she's like, oh, so the bitch is in my house around me, and she realizes it. And so she hangs up and she's like, don't worry about it, I got it. Boom, boom, boom. And then she goes to, roll up on Detective Jen and try to give her, do the nasty, fool her, seduce her, give her some foreplay. And then she got her in a chokehold. And then it went wrong. The choke didn't go right. Sometimes the choke can be sexy. That choke wasn't sexy.
Breathe. That's the point. That's the goal.
It wasn't a sexy choke. It was like I'm trying to you choke. And so what happened was right. So then Detective Jen realizes like, oh, this is not a sexy choke. This is I'm about to choke. So she's like, oh, okay. And then Detective Brian, I guess, hears this, right? He was on the wire or the tap.
Mm-hmm.
He
Well,
hears
and
it.
I think he heard Henry call her her name.
Mm-mm.
Right. So
Yeah.
The wires in her cane.
oh, yes,
Remember.
correct. So then he goes to running, right? They get to tussling and fighting, and because Jen actually gets away, she does some jiu-jitsu, whatever she does, gets her Henry off her.
Hey, you
Exactly.
said
We
the
about
same thing.
Girl,
You said the same thing.
She put her in a triangle choke,
he
whatever
moved
she
out
did.
the way.
I
hit it
was
with
like,
the Juno chop.
the
Right.
stereotype is crazy.
And so it is what it is. And so basically she gets away, she gets to running. Bryant comes in, they in the warehouse, they shooting. Henry gets shot in the leg and they get away. And yeah, that was that scene.
Is it me or
Right.
nobody can shoot in this show?
Right.
Not a soul.
Man, but
Fresh.
that's just me.
You didn't always have that background, did you?
I think
that the irony of that, the irony of that, Fresh, is the
Did
text
he?
message that we just got from Retro.
Am I true? He said the same thing.
I don't think he's now that
No, right? I feel like it was always dark.
No, I feel like I feel like I've noticed that.
Damn, I'm dark.
All right, let's go through some.
You ain't gonna tell me if I'm tripping or not.
I mean,
Look,
I
Winter said she doesn't watch BMF. It's okay, Winter. Just like I still can't get into Martha's Vineyard, but I know you do.
The support.
Right, we appreciate the support. Michelle A said he love the hoes. Wonder how he's gonna act when he gets out.
Oh, he's going straight back.
Oh, so did y'all see? I said I don't know if you got sent because I don't have your Instagram. I don't know if you guys sent the same, but I shared it with everybody, most of people that are here. Did you see Meech took Pastor Lucille to the strip club for Mother's Day? And Nikki was in there.
Yo.
Slapping on that and living their best life.
Say word.
I swear to God.
She ain't lying.
Right.
Wow. That was beyond wild.
Pastor Lucille was in there acting cool, but Nikki was in there like, make it rain, bitch. Make it rain.
Pastor Lucille had on the shades, and I know she was in there just like, yo, what's going on? I was like, y'all got Mama Lucille up in there, like, what's going on?
Mama Lucille.
Yeah, I said because everybody was judging.
It was Charles holding them back. It was Charles holding them back.
Charles holding them back.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I already know Nikki.
If it wasn't so much booty, I would have went and shared it. But it's too much booty. I'm not gonna put it
right in the right
in the camera, like
right in the camera. You see the top of it, like it's like.
Hey Jack, I'll send it to you, bro. I'll send it to you.
All right,
oh yeah.
Make sure I get that.
Danielle on that trail says, I think they're using Angel to represent ATL cultural strippers, shootouts, lemon pepper wings, and
maybe that's what it is, man. Because like
that was a good one, Danielle.
From a writer perspective, I just don't see why she's still there because we don't need it. Yeah. She's useless.
No, and Danielle, to your point, and I feel like we've said this before, or like touched on it before, but I feel like I'm just ready to get into the storyline at this point of who is Meech's mom, like little Meech's mom at this point. And I think everybody keeps saying it's the real estate agent. So why aren't we seeing that like flourish? I guess is more what I want to see, especially not the. That's why I was so scared. I was like, is Angel the baby mama? Because I was like, I don't want this for little Meech and nobody else. I didn't. Yeah. So bless her heart. DeMarcus said Charles needs to go to Atlanta with Meech and smash Miss Watson and grass up well and cut Meech's grass. I'm DeMarcus. I can actually
don't catch nothing.
Oh well, yeah, because Miss Watson is freaky.
Dang, man, she got a lot of visitors.
A lot of visitors. Henry wasn't trying to give Jen the tea. She was about to get that D. That's what was about to happen. You are very correct. DeMarcus said Charles. Oh, I already said that. Michelle A said her dad really treated her bad. She had daddy issues for real. She did. I still don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. DeMarcus said I could understand Jen doing karate, then Meech karate kicking Glock. No, that kick that Meech did. I said that was like that Rick James kick when he kicked him into the mirror, and that was that Rick James kick that Meech did. Bro. Danielle said I don't think Lil Meech mom has been introduced yet. Right, but we are. From what I'm hearing, Danielle, don't get me. We're under the impression that it's the real estate girl that sold on the house, but we're waiting to see how that circles back. So maybe that comes back season 4. I don't know, but I'm waiting to see her again. And let's get rid of Angel because this whole solidarity to somebody who's not loyal to you and is loyal to whoever is paying her bills is just bonkers to me.
It's insane to me. Let's get rid of her. Like the storyline, like their storyline is dead.
Right.
I think it's done. That's why I'm just like, she has no benefit to the show at all.
Wait, hold on. Were you here last time we were here? I can't remember because it was like almost a week or so ago. Were you here and I said it makes no sense why you're running for your lives and y'all on the beach behind beach chairs?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
Right. So I understand.
I mean, I guess it's you think you about to get ready to go out, so got to get it when you got to get it.
You got to get it how you live.
I mean, you make a good point.
Right? I can't argue with that.
No, I was not here, but I felt like that was a little bit like, okay.
All right. So now Now that Lucille has signed these papers, okay, she done threw on her freakum dress. She don't want to go see Dr. Maurice.
Immediately.
You said what?
She did it.
Immediately.
She
She
threw
really
on
did.
that dress immediately.
Immediately, yeah. I think it was the same day.
Within the same hour, probably.
she
Let me stop.
told this man that she done signed the papers, acting like he ever gave a damn, cause he didn't. Now this lady is clearly hot and ready. She didn't take no time, okay, and definitely gave up the cookie. Then Lucille is laid up with this motherfucker. I can say it, okay. And she's talking about how her and Charles been over for a while. You know what I mean? And basically, when he cheated, one door closed and the next one open. This man said, I want to start the rest of my life
got
with
something
you.
to tell you.
Okay, but I want to start it off with honesty. Okay. For the past 2 years, I've been engaged. But I just couldn't walk down the aisle. I don't love that hoe. I don't want her. I don't need her. I don't want her. She looked like she wanted to spit in this man's face.
She should have.
She really should have.
No.
Basically, yeah, Lucille said, what I'm not about to do, okay, I done left one cheater and I'm not about to deal with another one. I'm for damn sure I ain't about to be nobody's side chick. Okay, she got her ass up out of there. I hope at least the dick was good. Because.
Right, blatant truth.
Hunch
What she
first.
say?
He made sure he hunched first, though.
On the bed.
Oh, look, ODB, dirty bastard.
Yeah, he was gonna get those cheeks first, for sure. For sure, he was clapping those cheeks, for sure.
He was waiting.
For sure.
I'm gonna wait as long as it takes.
You know what I call that? Back taxes. He was supposed to get that a long time ago.
Back taxes.
He was supposed to get there a long time ago, and now it's
Got
tax.
to
It's
cash
tax time.
in.
Now it's time to cash in. But real talk, he should have led with that. He could have led with that, and the conversation probably could have won.
She could have made her decision of what she wanted to do.
She could have made her own decision. Behind that, and I said it in our review. She just was like, I feel like she was caught up in the highlights. She was caught up in the highlights and everything that he was showing her, which is crazy because when we talked about it, and y'all said that
I just want y'all to give the queen her crown. When I'm right, I'm right. Okay.
You said the good doctor might not be.
When I nailed that shit, I nailed it. Okay.
But I didn't think about it at first. I was like, they was in a hotel room.
And I told you I can spot a boy from a mile away. He was too good to be true.
You did say that.
Let me tell you something.
That don't mean I don't deal with him.
I was just about to say.
I just said I know how to spot him.
But she still fuck with him. She still fuck with the fuck boys. Even though I'm like, Treese.
But I can spot him.
She be like, yeah, girl, I know, girl, I know. But
I know.
She be like, but damn, I mean, you ain't see the way he,
I know.
Like what?
If I told him, I said the best thing that Lucille could have done.
I need my glasses so I can.
The best little thing Lucille could have done was took that check, did her little thing with whatchamacallit, got her lick back, and kept it moving.
I don't think she needed a lick back.
Like we about to be in a relationship and we about to be something. And I get it because she's married, so she wants to go into something, but that was unrealistic. And I think as a man, he saw it like that. Like you're just coming out of a marriage. So I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear so I can get in your draws. But realistically, bitch, no, I got something else going on. I just want to hit them skins and give you some money.
Let me tell you the story real quick, so I can get these back taxes. That's as a dude, I have been down that road before. So let me tell you this story real quick. So I
was waiting on the back.
What it could have been, what it should have been.
Let me get my sunglasses.
No,
you was waiting on the back tax.
He also Bryson Tiller. We could have been.
At some point in my life, it was back taxes that was due. So
it was due.
That was back taxes.
You made sure that you had to do whatever you had to do to get them.
I ain't say do whatever I had to do. But I spent.
I ain't gonna do whatever I had to do.
I definitely.
Look, fresh in. I'm out of it. Sunshade.
The block. Where my glasses?
Look, you know what? Fresh been quiet all damn night.
I need the flash thing.
I need the flash thing. All right.
Look directly into
Look, Michelle A said we knew something was up with the doc. He tells her after he got right, after he got some. Well, at least she found out what it hit like. She would have been wonderful to Danielle. I'm with you. That's why I was like, that's why I was like, baby, why are we playing this game like it's about to be? You know what? I'm not even gonna put that on her because it was what he was selling her. But I feel like as a woman in her mind, she was not in any place to go from a marriage that she had been in for this.
Now that's what I do agree with. He shouldn't have been selling that stuff. He should just say
he shouldn't have been selling her that stuff.
Back taxes,
right?
It's
good. Yo, I'm engaged, but I still think he's fine, and I want to have some time.
And you owe me some back taxes.
If you want to see what this back tax like,
and it got some interest on it. But once you pay it off, please believe I'm gonna go marry this other girl. So understand what it's like. Right. So I don't know. Maybe he would have changed his mind because he said he couldn't get himself to walk down the aisle. She did so much to him. I don't know. I think it was game, and I just think
it was game 100%.
And I feel bad. I feel bad for Lucille because Lucille is not me, so she ain't been in the game, right? She been out of the game and been locked up in the house and with her husband, and she don't know what it's like to be in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's different.
I mean,
domestic terrorist.
I don't feel bad for her. Like, I'm just glad she finally got divorced.
Right, Danielle's agreeing with me. Dr. Spread and Strip is worse than Charles. Right, DeMarcus. Lucille didn't do her.
I don't know about that.
Okay, he said Lucille didn't do her due diligence. The sex might as well be
go in front of the Lord and take vows.
Well, Mama been out the game with Raw Dog too long. Men was courting women last time she dated. Right. That's why I said it was a different ball.
Danielle.
That's true.
Danielle, I hope you have subscribed and become a member, baby, because I like you. And you got my middle name, so I rock with you.
I would agree with that. That's definitely true. They were definitely courting back then.
Right. It was different. Hey, Shadeinthecity. Sorry I'm late. Vacation on Florida. Okay. Enjoy your vacation. If you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. But I appreciate y'all. I did see it earlier. You sending me Mother's Day wishes, so I do appreciate it. But I gotta talk to you. Share my love. We gotta talk about your rating, girl. We gotta talk about your rating. What's going on? We gotta talk. I saw your rating and I felt the way. And I said, oh, well, she gonna be in the, so we're gonna get there. Okay.
I don't think, honestly, share my love. I don't think it would have made a difference because he would have just kept on lying to her. She tried to take her time. He kept on telling her the same bullshit.
Yeah. So Meech is at CJ Cricket's, right? He meets up with Sharp, and Sharp lets him know that he wanted to work with him, but now that Remy has his product, how you gonna fulfill the prophecy or whatever. And so Meech tells him that the joke's on all of them because they can't get into his cars without his mechanic. And so Meech reminds him that Remy, had his car for 2 days and still can't get in, which, I mean, that was a valid point. And so basically he's like, oh, but if you want to do business, I got you. And, he lets him know even the Red Dogs can't get into my stuff. And so I said, while some mystery man watches in the distance, and I guess the mystery man ends up being Froggy, some shit like that. Somebody who's irrelevant to the.
It was Froggy.
Right. I mean, let's just be real. Are we going to see Froggy again?
No.
Right. So it's one of those things. I don't remember
that.
Right. So, okay, significance. Did you see anything in this? Either one of y'all? Jack?
You making me feel like I missed part of the scene. So
I'm sorry, my domestic terrorist had popped up for a minute.
I knew you was dealing with the terrorism.
Yeah. I mean, because it showed that easily that everybody is turning against Remy.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like I said, as soon as I saw him, I was like, okay, they want the work, they want the bread. Remy's like me and Jack, we talked about it in our review. Like Remy is this so-called, I guess, Robin Hood, quote unquote, but it was just like, yo, You want to keep it in Atlanta, but y'all not making no bread.
Yeah, it's a business.
Like this is a business. You riding around in the Delta 88, bruh.
They
Like
riding around in
I heard you say
Benzes
that,
and
and you
Acuras.
know I know nothing about cars. J Dub, if you still in the chat, was it a Delta 8? Because J Dub is a car guy, and I don't know nothing about cars. But when you said a Delta 88, I didn't even heard. Again, I'm 86, but was there a
Delta
car ever called the Delta?
made by
Yeah.
Oldsmobile.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. Like I remember when I had my Mercury Tracer; those don't exist anymore. Like
It was two different deltas. It was two different deltas. But
Yo,
yeah, it
are
was a
you
Delta
for
88.
real? You had a Tracer?
I had a Mercury Tracer when that was like my first car, like that I bought. Yeah.
Nah, yo, this wild. Cause dead ass, that was my first car.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's mad crazy. But yeah, Delta 88 was made by Oldsmobile. But to go back to the scene, it was just like it was showing, like, yeah, like it was keeping up what Claude was saying, like, yo, like we trying to go to bigger, better things. Remy is just stuck on his
He's stuck in Atlanta.
yeah, his
He's
Right.
ego.
stuck in Techwood. Like you not talking about expanding. You ain't really getting no real money and this, that, and other. You're not about the money. You about the representation of the city. They about the money.
He's stuck in the ground now.
Well, yeah, you got
But
yeah.
I think he was trying to be like the hood Malcolm X of the community. You know what I mean? He was like, we're gonna go out here and we're gonna stand for our community. I'm protecting, but I'm gonna give back and be in the community. And
And
you
as
know,
long as I give to Atlanta, Atlanta is gonna give to me.
right.
No, that's
I didn't see
how
what
no
the
business work.
because I to your point on your recap, I said you made a good point, or one of y'all made a good point. Why is he still living in Techwood? Techwood is the projects. Why is he still living there?
I guess, like I said,
He
he was
can't
around.
evolve.
No shade.
That's part of his problem.
No shade. I would have
That
hired security.
is.
I would have hired security or put my boys in place that still want to live in Techwood, like my lower connects. But me, if I'm the head top dog, I'm not living in a goddamn project. You got me fucked up.
Man,
I'm
his
sorry.
whole thing, his whole focus was on Atlanta. It was about Atlanta and then get money. Meech is about getting money and then get more money. And then once he was selling that, like, well, you can get more money than me, he had the ultimate pitch. You get more money than me than you ever did with Remy Ransom. And this is how you do it. Remy couldn't combat that. The only thing Remy could say was, we don't want no outsiders coming from outside of the city that's trying to get money. But yeah, they're getting more money than you. So I'm gonna go this way. You stay here, I'm gonna go down.
Exactly.
Simple.
All right, hold on. Let's jump into some of the comments. I think Dr. Maurice was engaged. No, I don't think. Okay, DeMarcus, I don't think Dr. Maurice engaged. He was lying. That was his way out after he got the cookie. I ain't mad at that. Was a good way to get out.
No.
That's a good way to get out.
No.
You don't
That
think
man
so?
was-
He was like, no. Because you got to think about it. The way he put it, and hear me out. Maybe he.
I don't think so.
But you know what, though? To Jack's point, he was trying to set her up. He was basically letting her know, I'm trying to set you up to be my side bitch. Because he was like, I'm trying to tell you the truth from the beginning. So when I do
And if
actually
you accept it, that's exactly what you're gonna be.
right. He was trying to set her up.
Let me tell you
Lucille knew Maurice 20 years earlier. I'm sure he's changed.
Why y'all calling her loose? She ain't loose. I mean, that's her first time being outside of her marriage. She ain't loose.
It's a big boy car, like an old school shit. Oh, okay, Danielle. You know, sometimes again, 86, 88. I was only 2 years old.
Yo,
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Just Google it. You'll see how big them joints is.
Okay.
Heavy.
Was it like what's the one they used to have in Miami all the time, Chanel?
Like
No, well, not the donk.
Come on, the Caprice.
No, it's not the Caprice. It's the Chevy. What's the one that everybody? It was you either had a Dodge something or a Chevy
Impala.
Maybe Impala. No, it's something.
Monte Carlo.
It's not my. I've heard all these names, but it's not. It was something very specific. It was like, oh, if you're right, I'm gonna get it before the end of the show. I'm remember. Project folks here don't leave until until they tear them down. They live like millionaires in their hood. Okay.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
But Remy Ransom crew was disloyal.
Uh,
Yeah, they
Very.
weren't this, but you know,
I would agree with that, but
But they wasn't loyal to him. They was loyal to the money. And
yep.
once that dried up, it wasn't never really about Remy. It was about the money. Like it's a
and they
business.
weren't making no money, and because he was
Yeah.
being stubborn.
The only one that was really disloyal was Claude because they actually grew up together, and that was the only one that was disloyal. As far as his crew go, it was about the money. It's a business. You like any you could take it to the corporate world. If this business is telling you, well, you could do the same thing, but you're gonna make way more money.
you leave
But
it.
if you stay here, you're gonna leave.
Look,
It's not
no
loyalty
2
to
weeks
the
notice
brand,
or
it's
nothing.
loyalty to the money.
No, 2 weeks notice or nothing.
No 2 week notice for nothing.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I'm out.
You're gonna wake up to my resignation letter.
Nah, I'm trying to tell you, you don't get the Barry Sanders. I'm gonna fax it over like you need the same day. Like I'm not
Shit.
coming.
You
Look,
call me, I'm
Treese know
already
why,
at my
Treese
new
know why I'm
job.
saying that.
He said you call me, I'm already in my new job. I'm telling you, so it ain't like it translates to everything. It's about the money, and that's why
Right.
that's why BMF was able to grow the way that they did. It was about the money. It wasn't
Yeah.
about none of that other stuff that they was talking about. They want you this, that, and the other. Meech's selling point was I can make you more money than you ever had. I'm
Yep.
sold.
Right. No, I hear you. I'm wondering who is Pastor Fleming's son. Mm. Look, I'm wondering who's Pastor Fleming's baby daddy, but that's another
Oh,
conversation.
okay. I was thinking like,
So, then we see, I think Sharp, right? That's where we are about now. Sharp taking Meech to the garage where Remy has the car stores, and they have a pow to his head. They like turn around because they got to do the. First of all, can y'all tell me this is not realistic? We got to hit the ignition, blinker, switch, windshield wipers, all at the same time.
Combination.
And look, and hit the cigarette lighter and make it go, make the
Yep.
same.
Combination.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
100%.
on it.
Watch
That's
Doc
insane.
Marshall. Look up Doc Marshall,
Okay.
and you're gonna see like they're gonna talk about the limos, the stretch navigators. They're gonna talk about the Mercedes transit vans and all that other type of stuff, where you have to have a specific combination
Mhm.
in order to get in there. And when everything hit the fan, the cops actually took a chainsaw to it because they couldn't
He
get in
said
there.
that's what you would need. You'd have to take that car apart.
Because they couldn't get in there. They found the money, they found the drugs because they needed a chainsaw in order to get in there. That's exactly how it happened.
Yeah. I mean, even before then, even back in the 80s, like they weren't the first that had the little tricked out joints. Like
Oh, no,
you
they wasn't.
literally, like prime example, if you look at Paid in Full,
Mhm.
when he hits the little joints
Money
on his
making
radio and that joint slide out and he got the strap, like, yeah, that's literally how it was. You had to hit certain little joints, but their joint was like way more advanced in the 80s. So
Mhm.
But they don't
like
do
that
that
was
stuff
real.
no more.
Nah, I think technology has changed so much that cops
Like you
probably
can't do that
already
in the
got that.
cars no more.
The cops probably already gonna sniff that out.
I was
Like
gonna say, yeah, I think
they
the cops
got knocked what in 2004, 5, 6, something like that. I think the cops will sniff that out. Fresh.
Yeah,
Chill.
never mind.
Fresh, I think you need your pen and your glasses right about now. You
Look, I wanted to hear what Fresh had to say. What you was about to say, Fresh?
I have no recollection of the event in question, so
you said, I believe that. So then, yeah, no, basically, then as they're trying to roll out of the garage after Meat shows them the goods and the pure weight, they're trying to roll out, and then Remy's boys roll up, and they're like, "Oh, you can't go." And then here's my thing: I would have just hit.
Oh, you can't go.
Right, because I just would have hit
Stay
everybody.
right there.
I would have just hit everybody with a van, and that would have I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm in a car and you're in and yes, you could be shooting at me. Guess what? I think I have enough driving skills Well, no, because I need to be looking at you to hit you directly to make sure it hurts. Like
and bullets go through the window shield.
you gotta duck and dodge. You gotta maneuver. You gotta, you know
I'm
what I
kind of
mean?
with Treese
You
though.
gotta,
You driving though? You
you gotta,
driving?
I'm slapping that joint and
you
drive.
gotta shuck and jive. You
I'm
gotta.
slapping that joint and drive. And if you're in the way, you're in the way. If I don't hit you, I don't hit you, and
That's
I
what
just
I'm
get
on.
away.
That's what. But if I have a way out, what I'm not gonna do is sit here and hide behind a post or do anything else. No, bitch, I'm getting in the whip. And
I mean, somebody got, but the rest of them moved out the damn way.
You say
Because the goal was ultimately to get out the way, get out of harm's way.
Right.
So I just would have slapped it in. I would have slapped it in drive, and I just would have peeled on him.
yeah, you gonna say that till bullets start coming through that front windshield.
Oh,
then
I
you
get it.
sound like
Trust me.
Mel.
it's a totally different situation because you got to see, like, you can't do like this.
and you can try. I feel like we seen Tariq do that at least once. Okay.
When do we ever see Tariq drive?
Tariq barely drives. What are we talking about?
That man
He
walk
drove
everywhere.
twice.
Oh God, I can't wait to get
Twice. He drove to
But
the
I mean,
river
I get
one
it.
time, and
Like,
then
you got
he drove twice.
you got 4 big, what was they, Astro vans, Chevy vans. I
Yeah.
get it, but it's just like, yo,
GMCs and Chevys.
it's a little different when bullets is coming through that windshield and your van is not bulletproof. So, and
Sound like
then
you
you
speaking
got
from
like what, like
experience.
10 different people shooting at you. That's totally different.
That's a very good question. I wonder if they were bulletproof. That's actually a really good question,
Nah.
Demarcus. You
Not
don't think
those. Later they were, but not those.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, not
The
those.
limos.
Not those vans. Yeah, the limos were, but not those.
I hope they don't kick Lucille out the church once she doesn't have Dr. Maurice deep pockets to contribute. Because Danielle, I don't know how long you've been watching. That was another thing I called. I said they only making her the assistant pastor because that big donation. I said she should have said write the check out to me, sir. Again, when y'all heard me say she should have took the check and got her lick back and kept it moving. That she should have took the money, hit it and ran. Okay, hit and run. Okay, Whoopi does it. Why can't Lucille? Okay, you ain't hear about Lucille. If Whoopi likes to hit and run, but anyway, that's another conversation.
Okay. So Terry still trying to get in contact with Markeisha. He called and she ain't picking up. Terry basically saw his homeboy, that said Henry basically doesn't think that she's gonna meet up with the Chaldeans, and he said that basically he's gonna light her ass up. He has a plan to, set her up by meeting up, telling her that he's gonna meet up with the Chaldeans. This is the plan. Okay. Then Charles finally finished that goddamn wall, y'all.
We patching up the walls.
Finally finish it.
Huh, what? It ain't finished?
No, look at it
It
again.
looked like it was finished. It don't look like it was finished.
It was
It better, but
terrible. Y'all couldn't give Charles his look. Blatant truth. I'm with you. The best part of the episode was no Markeisha. It was great.
That's because she didn't want to be found. She ain't like LaWanda. So Lucille let him know basically, that things ain't gonna work out between her and Dr. Maurice. So he's like, oh, okay, so that means you can go on tour. She was like, no, not so fast, sir. That's not what I said. No, no. Yeah, we still ain't doing that. All right, we ain't smashing, we ain't kicking it, we ain't doing nothing. All right, we gonna be friends, and that's what they agreed on. What?
Mabel understood the assignment. I get it, Danielle, all natural. She got her walls painted, got stuff fixed in the house.
She got her walls painted. All right.
Yeah. That's why I keep on saying he need to go down to Mabel's house and paint them damn walls.
No, because Mabel knew she wasn't trying to have a relationship. She knew what Charles was for.
She would have still been around if they didn't get caught.
Mabel put them flapjacks on them.
She would have still been around. Trace, she was tricking. She paid for a hotel room. She took him to the strip club. She was tricking.
Okay,
she would have still been around if they didn't get caught.
No, she was trying to get him on some Diddy. She was trying to get him on them dark parts.
She would have still been around if they didn't get caught.
Flapjacks on them. It was a wrap.
The flapjacks.
The flapjacks. Michelle A said, yeah, church is using Lucille. That's why y'all saw her and Nikki at the strip club.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all talking about in real life.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I was
what
like,
Michelle A said.
I was sitting here like, wait a minute, I missed that whole scene.
No, because y'all didn't. Well,
Wait,
you
you didn't
didn't
know the
see it
strip
yet,
club thing
Jack.
was in real life?
But Fresh, you didn't see Nikki in the back. She was the one dropping. Well,
Oh yeah, I saw that, but I was
right.
thinking like I was thinking of the show. I was like,
I'm
wait a
still
minute,
waiting
I
for the
missed that
notification
scene.
to come up on my phone so I can see it.
Oh, my bad, Jack. Hold on, I got you, bro. Hold
I'm
on, bro.
trying to see.
I
I
got
need
you,
to
bro.
see
Hold on.
I'm trying to
that.
I got you.
Um,
I got you, Jack. Hold on, bro.
you know what I'm saying? I need parts. I need parts. You don't see my man.
I'm waiting
Oh,
for the notification to come
oh.
through.
Yeah, yeah, said it ain't tricking if you got it. Baby was on some freaky stuff. She was. She was trying to
She
go to the.
was.
She was on some. She was like, Charles, I'll watch you do me. You do her. Everybody. She was on some other stuff. That's why I said no Diddy, but she was on it.
Listen, yeah, Mabel was wild. Mabel was turning Charles out, and probably still will.
So
I
we
don't
see
think we
him.
seen the last of Mabel.
So this is one part I'm gonna give y'all. This took it a notch down. We see Henry at the warehouse with a wound to her leg. Blaze comes by and Henry reveals that Detective Jennings has gotten away. And he's like, "Well, you can't do shit right. Then you've been doing this your whole life. You've been a up since you've been born. Yeah, everything. What he say? I've only experienced death and destruction. Ooh, I don't know if I can say the word, but disappointment, whatever, destruction, disappointment. I think it's all the same. But
Be right back. Notification came up.
Okay. So Henry is just shocked that her father could say such a thing, and it's so messed up. So I said that he blamed her for everything, and then she tells her, and he calls her Henrietta, and she gets upset. And she's like, "Call me Henry," and he refuses to do it. So
Say
she
my
pulls,
name.
say my name, say my name. Okay, and then she pulls out the pow pow.
What you know what he said? He said you're an emotional ass creature. That's what the hell he said.
Right. He said this is why women can't run an organization because they're emotional. And then of course that how dare you call me a woman? And fires off, and and then her daddy does the
training day.
They gotta do that.
Alonzo with the car.
And then, but what's so crazy with his homeboy is there, and he's sitting back looking like, so
that was the brother.
No.
That was not her uncle.
That was his brother.
Yeah, that was his brother.
But what's so crazy, the uncle's like, no, but go. Like it wasn't. There's no way my niece is firing off at my sister, and I'm not like getting ready to catch a stray from trying to.
He understood how bad the daddy treated her. But I mean, did you expect him to jump in front of the bullets? What would you expect?
Did you just hear me say there's no way my niece is going to come for my sister and I'm not going to catch a stray trying to get in front of that? Why are we both
from her? Why are we both catching bullets though? Somebody got to live to tell the story.
Right, Fresh, right.
Can you get justice for me?
I mean,
or we both just gonna be gone. She's just gonna say F us both. Just no. Live to tell the story, boo.
I mean, I thought he was gonna jump and she wasn't gonna shoot. So when she actually shot, it kind of surprised me.
And not shot, but multiple times. Like that. Like it wasn't, oh, I just want to hurt you to make you back off, to make you realize I'm serious. Like I was with one shot, make you realize I'm serious. When it was like that, no, I want you out. I was like, oh.
But then again, which, and I know everybody's gonna jump on me, but it kind of proved his point that it showed how emotional she was, because after she shot the missed shot, the warning shot, he still didn't do it. Her emotions took over and she unalived him. Like it kind of proved his point. Like, yo, this is why I didn't want you in the game in the first place, because your emotions take over. So it kind of proved his point at the end of the day. Because she didn't have to unalive him, but her emotions took over because he wouldn't say Henry. And so she like, okay, well, since you won't call me Henry, okay, And he said, "This is all of this, everything that's been leading up to this point. You shooting hoop, all the stuff that you've been going through is because your emotions have taken over instead of you thinking of the bigger picture and thinking of it as a business standpoint." And he it kind of proved his point.
It's just emotions taking me over.
Caught up in
Lost in sorrow, lost in a song. Okay, I'm sorry. That was, Destiny's Child. Sorry,
Oh
y'all.
yeah,
he like I do this. I know who that
He's
is.
like, I'm gonna do that.
I do this.
I'll do.
Go ahead now.
Do this. All right. So Terry waiting around for Henry to show up. Like, what's up? We supposed to be meeting, So he was like, all right, if she ain't coming to me, I'm going to her. So what the hell happened? Why the hell Henry and the uncle got caught up by the police wrapping up the daddy's body?
Mhm.
Okay, because keep in mind, Jen had all this on the wire. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, of course, Jen had to come and speak her little piece about Kobe, and I ain't get all that. I ain't give a damn. Then Brian told this bitch in her ear, bitch, I killed your cousin.
You unalive. He unalive. Okay.
Oh, yeah, unalived. I unalived your cousin. So then Terry got there and realized why she didn't show up. What aggravated me about this is even though this took care of his problems, he was pissed off
that he didn't get to do it.
He didn't get to do it, and now he won't be seen as the top dog. He'll always be in his brother's shadow. His homeboy had to basically tell him, like, homie, like, that's a good thing. Like, they'll never see you coming. But, like, the bigger picture is you didn't have to catch a body.
Mhm.
It's taken care of. She's a goner. Like, I don't know. That I like Terry, but that aggravated the hell out of me.
Oh no, Terry aggravates me every episode. Michelle A said Lucille has to go back and tell her cousin that the doc was no good. Definitely. Danielle said that whole scene with Henry and Braxton was sad. Overreacting to the side, the whole scenario happens all too often and ends in unaliving to the parent or child for real, seeking acceptance. I'm with you. DeMarcus said Darnell GQ Timmons arrested Henry with Amberson's handcuffs. Darnell GQ is not a dirty cop. Who is Darnell GQ Timmons?
That was the one that actually, if you go back and watch, that's the guy that ended up arresting Henry. He was also the one that started to take over when Detective Brian and them got kicked off of the task force.
Okay. Bryant should have told Henry that he unalived both of her cousins. Oh.
I forgot about the first
one. That's true. That's true. He should
have about Twan.
Yep, that's true. Well, then we see Meech. He's talking to Sharp and his crew, and they laying down the rules. And Remy walks in, upset that Meech is, the nerve to step in his hood and whatnot. And he goes to pull a piece out on him, but then he quickly realizes that he's outnumbered by the guys that used to roll with him. And then Remy is shocked to hear that he's been displaced, but tells Meech it won't be the last time he sees him, only for it to really be the last time he sees him, because then we see him. Now, you guys gotta explain this to me, because I was lost by this. Because he's sitting in the car, he looked like, I thought he was going to buy some product for himself. So then I was like, oh, so Remy's a drug, like he's an addict. He's getting, high off. He ain't got no supply, so he's getting high. And then only to see pow pow, and Remy went out like the girl from Raising Canaan with the, all over the window. What's that detective's name? But I ain't trying to confuse. You know the little white.
I know who you're talking about.
White girl.
Come on, Detective Burke.
Yeah, Detective Burke. But he unfortunately his ending was much like Detective Burke. And yeah. It is what it was. So y'all said that reminded you of Belly. What part of Belly? I'm trying to think back to when you said that.
So you remember the guy that had the feathers in his head?
That was the Jamaican dude, right?
and then Max comes up.
Yes. Now you make sense when he came up to wash his windows. You're right. You're right. And he tried to wash his windows.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
I literally thought
I love Belly. That's why when you said it, I said, what scene? I couldn't put my head on him, but that's what I was like, I'll ask him. Okay.
yeah, I was confused as well because it was just like, was he getting water?
Yeah, he bought a bottle of water.
But was that water laced? Because I'm like, yo, who was out in the street at that time of night selling water? Just selling water randomly.
It is
Like,
what it is. Was Atlanta? It's Miami. I mean, well, Atlanta is hot. If it's summertime,
I
summer too hot, and it don't help.
I've been to Atlanta so many different times, and never have I've been on MLK. I'm not even gonna go down the roads, but I've been there enough to know where I have never been in 11 midnight 1 a.m. where I've seen anybody out there selling
Thank
water.
you, Danielle. We hear back. He was
Let me
buying
let me let me say this. For me, whether there's somebody outside selling water at night anyway, I'm not stopping to buy water that late at night from some
Exactly.
random on the damn street. If I want water, I'm gonna take my ass to the goddamn store where I know it's cold and it's clean, and I'm not stuck here at no damn stop
Going to the
to
Texas
get
stove,
some water.
all of that.
Windows down, vulnerable as hell. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. So Danielle, you said you from the ATL. She said we have boys that rush your car at stop signs and exit ramps 24/7.
Yes, now you do, but when I was
I was gonna say I don't remember that. When I used to be in Atlanta, it used to be, and this is no shade to like where
I think
Atlanta,
Danielle from Atlanta.
but I will say that when I was there, I felt it was safe. But now I feel like people keep telling me it's not a safe place to be, which is why I don't want to go.
I told you the person I knew he couldn't even talk on the phone.
They
Walking
said
up
they
the gas
sell
station.
water anytime and will rob you at the same time.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's new Atlanta. Because when I
yeah,
was
that's
down
new.
there,
And
I
Danielle,
was in them
I would
streets.
love
That
to know
was
how long
nothing.
you've been there because like I said, I used to visit frequently, and I never remember it being like that. Maybe I was at the, like real bougie part or something. I don't know, but Demarcus said we never knew who Pow Pow Grimmy, just like we never know who Pow Pow Terry and I. That's very true.
We know Pow Terry and I. That
I
ain't
thought it
no
was what's
secret.
his face.
Right. I think we did know who Pow Pow Terry was, Lamar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lamar.
yeah, that wasn't
But
no
we
secret.
don't know who Pow Pow Grimmy.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
yet.
they
Not
never
yet.
showed who Pow Terry in the eye, but we all know it was Lamar. As far as like Remy, yeah, that's a secret. I kind of feel like it wasn't Meech, but then at the same time, I kind of feel like it was because we saw the person had gloves on. So, like, whoever it was, they were smart to do it.
I thought this was a deep comment. I just had to address this. Danielle said, if you identify as the opposite gender and you're never accepted or good enough, the least you can do is respect them and address them as whomever they choose. The message of Henry's character went over a lot of people's heads. I can see that. I think we just became so obsessed with Henry is the villain that sometimes it can be missed, like what her true message was. But I think we all got it. Like she wanted acceptance from her dad.
I mean, in general, I mean, we saw when she cut
Sorry,
her
y'all.
hair, she started crying. So it
Right.
was like it was one of those things where it was just like I think she was confused herself when she started cutting her hair. She started crying. It was she gave the acceptance of like, yo, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be, as well as like this is dedication to my cousin. So I mean, yeah, I mean overall, like yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Danielle
Started
said it started during COVID.
exactly. Yeah, it was. It
Okay,
was hard.
and I have not been to ATL since then. So
Yeah,
that
I
was
ain't been there. Yeah, I ain't been in Atlanta in a minute. So
uh Jack said my daughter's wilding, but I'm back. People needed ways to make money and still get unemployment benefits. So IG stores and water bottles blew up. Oh, okay. Well,
All right. So Meech met up with, all the pipelines from all the different states. I didn't get into who they were. They met at the warehouse. Basically, he told them this is the pickup and drop off location. Um, they all ended up getting pulled over by the Red Dogs. Of course, they didn't find nothing because he got it on lock. Okay.
mhm.
Meech was talking to Terry and asked, basically in a, cryptic message, okay, how Henry was doing. And, he was like, basically, she got caught up. He also let him know, that mom and pop, well, Terry let Meech know that mom and pops are officially getting divorced. Nikki's not handling it too well. And basically they agreed no matter what, they was going to keep the Flannery family legacy alive. And I can say that they did that. They did that. Then while she was locked up, Henry ended up getting shanked. Okay. Somebody came up to her and said, it's from a special friend. They send their regards. I don't know. So only because of who the chick looked like, it made me think it was the chick that she took, like a friend or something of the chick that she took out. No?
Who do y'all think that was? Because I was with you, Nels. I thought it was the Chaldean girl that she was messing with.
No. Okay.
Uh-uh.
So it was Denise. If you remember season 2, when they started their whole driving company, like Terry and Charles. Remember the girl, Denise, that was the driver? And
the white girl?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember, she ended up getting caught because remember, Terry
was lucky now that you made me remember.
That's why they showed her in the beginning.
That's why they
wow, that was no. I'm sorry. It gets a 8.5 for me for that because I ain't even discovered that.
Yeah, that's the same girl from the car service. Remember, she got caught by Detective Jen and Detective Bryant.
But Meech said, "I'll take care of your kids. I'll send them to college." I absolutely remember that. Yes,
she took that charge. So if you go back to, and that was Terry's doing, because if you go back to that same scene where they are watching them take Henrietta out in cuffs, and Sterl tells him, "Play in the shadows," and so he said, "You know what? You right." And when he talks to Meech asks him like, "Yo, did you handle it?" He was like, "Yeah, I got a handle." And
so Terry's the one that did that.
Yeah, Terry was the one who reached out to her, and that's how she ended up getting shanked up inside the prison. Yeah.
So he did handle her.
All right, I give it a 7 now.
Right, because that was
4 for me. But
shout out, look, because I didn't even see that little. I didn't get that.
I was wondering why they showed her, but I was like, it's the season finale, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the chick from season 2 when she got caught with all the work in the car.
Okay, all right, Fresh. Look, you're finally speaking, and now look, you done dropped some jewels.
Okay, drop some jewels. So then Terry goes by to see LaWanda to take her and the kids to church, right? And they going, you're already shaking your head.
Oh, well, no. Well, also Meech, he went by
my bad.
Site.
Yes, I'm sorry. I did skip over that. I apologize.
It's cool. Yes. What you call to see his gravesite, basically let him know, Remy will never hurt his family again. And he got Deanna and his kids for life.
You know why I didn't want to go? I do have it in my notes. I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, how did you skip over that? And it's because I just don't want to see Young Miami again. So I don't want no like promise of like.
I don't think. I don't know if she'll ever be on another screen to act.
You won't, because she said it. She said she's done with acting.
Or trying.
Yeah, she said she's done with it.
At least Lala will keep trying, go get some classes and stuff. You know,
to me, she's believable to me.
Who, Deanna?
Lala.
In the roles that she plays.
Yes. And maybe that's where she needed to stay. I don't know, but it's believable to me.
I mean, but all of her characters are the same.
Right.
And it works for her. She keep on getting casted because it's believable.
You need to see Lala's booty. Yes, it works for her. Yes, it works for her.
Her body be bodying.
But yes, her body be bodying. But if you speaking engagements and things like that,
I don't think she do that. She don't do that.
So Danielle said she got locked up for driving for the company. Yeah, I figured it. Terry put in the call. Thank you, Danielle. You was hip. I wasn't. DeMarcus said that scene where Henry got shanked reminded me of Claudia. Yes. Okay. Is it just me, y'all? And see, I wish, and I looked on I literally just went on Instagram to see if Ryder Lee was in here. Maybe he's on Twitter. I don't know. However, Is it just me, or are we starting to see a lot of the repeated same storylines from Power to Fort to all the franchises that are under 50 Cent's umbrella?
Yeah, me and Jack said that rinse and repeat. It's starting to
Yeah,
it's starting to. I mean, and
I
it
see a
might
lot.
not be done on purpose. I mean, as far as like with BMF, I for sure feel like between Force, and I hate to get on those shows, Force, Ghost, and Raising Kanan, yeah,
Right.
but like with even with BMF in that umbrella, we're
It's
starting to
starting to
see
repeat.
it's
Yeah.
starting to rinse and repeat.
Okay. I thought it was
It's
just me. I was like,
telling a different way.
um, Michelle A said, I thought that cop took care of Henry.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought the cop took care of Henry because what she had done to his son. Oh, Kevin. Okay, I get what you're
Nah,
saying. All of them share the same storylines. Thank you, Danielle. Yes, lazy writing, no creativity. Ooh, okay, share my love. Yeah, I thought it was just me, and I was like, I don't want to be a hater because we do have writers that tune in to the thing. But then I was like, oh, and but I don't know if it's just for BMF if they go across the different branches. But I was just like, it's a little fresh. What? Why are you making those
no,
faces?
I can't say that it's. I can't say that it is what she said. I can't say that it's lazy writing and no creativity. I think the creativity is there, but it's just kind of like
That part.
it's just something that you that like if I'm a writer, I'm just thinking like, hey, I'm writing this show. Oh, you know what? This would make perfect sense. But because 50 got his hands in so many different things, it just kind of rinse and repeats itself. It kind of recycles and it's just told in a different way. Now, it could be possible that the writers take that and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to take that scene, I'm going to rewrite it. But it's like, I can't say it's lazy. I can't say that point because the, especially since BMF is an actually true story compared to the other ones.
Okay. But to Danielle's point, like the kids often parents, and then share my love followed up children, kingpins, often kingpin parents is a trend.
You know what? Never mind. Y'all kind of
Right. That's what I'm saying. I hate to say it because I think, and y'all jump in the chat and let me know if you're wrong. I was bothered by Tariq. And then I noticed it kept being a thing that we seen like, oh, I got to take out my mom and my dad, or I got to. That's been a running theme that we've seen. Is it just me that I'm like, and I was uncomfortable when Tariq did it. It took me forever. It took Nels nudging me forever to get to power because I did not want to do it. I did not like how that went down. I'm being honest with you. I swore it off. I've said it many times. I've learned to love Tariq at this point, but it is what it is. Oh, Demarcus said, but Claudia's still alive though. And Demarcus, I just want to highlight this comment. I wish this would have been a super chat, but I ain't gonna be mad at you because you already gave us some money. But Demarcus said, Sweetie, Kia is a better actress than Young Miami, Deanna. Thank you, Demarcus. I'm glad that you see the light. This is why
Yes.
you are one of our faves. And he said Deanna should have been lucky in BMF. Who's lucky?
I mean, to keep it a buck, like a lot of these people shouldn't have been in BMF. Like, but it's keeping them afloat because it's you want to see how they're gonna act. So I mean, like we don't see any of these artists in any of the other shows. We don't see them in Power, Force, Kanan, none of it. So it's just like BMF is just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna put these people in there just to get the people going or whatever, whatnot. So
Get the people going.
You stupid. Okay. And then I look, Demarcus, sometimes I'm still on that line, depending on how he acting. But right now,
No, you are. You still on that line.
I'm still on that line. Look, I'm team Effie and what's the other girl? And I can never be I mean, even though Effie's a little messed up, is still Tariq for me. So I understand. All right. So Terry, like I said, Terry goes to Lawanda's house, her mama's house, which I'm still disappointed about that she's at her mama's house. But as Markeisha isn't answering his calls, but she's at her house, that he's paying for.
yes,
So, his house, right? And so, he's like, oh, and he's been going through a lot with the parents' divorce, and he
I
tries
wanted
to
to learn a lot from her. I'm just
whatever. He tries to give her the whole
well, I
family.
said
What? He tries to give her the whole family spiel, and Lawanda lets him know, I'm trying to go back to cosmetology school. Now, this is what it was for me, and this really irritated my soul. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When he said, "Who's gonna watch the kids?"
he said certainly not me because I'm gonna be up under Markeisha's ass.
Right. You're gonna watch, like, the fact that that was even a question, and not even that. I remember y'all saying in your recap, well, oh, she's still living with the mama and whatever. She's probably still living with the mama because she needs somebody to watch her kids because her own baby's daddy don't watch his kids.
He gonna be like, I'm out here making this
So
money.
she
So
can't move to her own because that would take her traveling, even though she got a new minivan. Why would I drive across town and do if my kids are already in the house and my mama's already in the house? It's probably just easier for me to be in this house with my mama where I can just go out and do what I need to do and leave my kids at home. That's literally what I was thinking when y'all said that.
I mean, okay.
So to your point, maybe Lawanda don't want to move out of her mama house.
that ain't what Markeisha doing.
I don't think it's she doesn't want to.
Yeah, Markeisha is in the house by herself with Vince while her kids are at her mama house. Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
Let's
And guess
talk about it.
and guess who want to be right up under her?
Because he don't want to
Lawanda's
be
baby
around
daddy.
no kids. Not
Lawanda's
his,
baby
not
daddy.
hers. Oh God.
Lawanda's baby daddy.
Don't
I
get me
think it's
started.
Why? Because the hoes are winning.
I think it's because since day one, since he got in the game, Lawanda was the one that always like relied on him. And like she didn't do anything outside of what he wanted her to do. Where Markeisha's like, yo, Markeisha's older. She's like, yo, I'm whether you here or not, I'm about to make these moves. Like she told him straight up, which still kills me to this day. When he came over, she said, how you coming in my house this way? And I'm like, yo, he bought this house. Like, this is not your crib. Like,
And she like,
this
you
is
better
his
still
crib.
respect it.
But she's literally said, this is my house. So I think that's what it is. I think it was just more so like, yo, he has more control over Lawanda than he does Markeisha. Cause I was still trying to figure out, like, yo, why are you still living at your mom's crib? And I was thinking, like, yo, at some point, I'm like, you got this penthouse, you done bought Markeisha a crib. Why you ain't bought the mother of both of your two children a crib? Like, why she still living at the crib with her mom? But then I'm thinking maybe again it's one of those joints because we seen how her mom act, so he probably like, yo, here, I'll break you off a little extra,
I
if you
wonder if
keep.
Lawanda knows that he got Markeisha her own crib.
She probably don't.
Look, you see, I took that drink. She probably don't.
That would I don't know. I was about to say that would probably change the game, but probably not.
Uh okay, let's go through these comments. Everybody wanna okay, so Effie and Lauren, yes, that's what I was talking about, Danielle. Team Kanan and Kane. Okay, Demarcus, you mean like you like well Nels likes Kane.
I
That's
like
what
Kane. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Danielle said Markeisha at the house taking collect calls from Boom. Right. I I just really don't care about I don't care for Markeisha. Markeisha don't watch her kids either. Thank you, Demarcus, for
She don't.
backing that up. Share my love. Terry is, and I'm not gonna say that word for choosing Markeisha over Lawanda.
That's how they be.
Well, sorry guys, but who was the guy in the parking lot in the back smoking, watching him? I thought I saw Lamar watching because who was that guy? No, that was Froggy. Froggy.
Oh, you talking about
That was
that scene where
Froggy.
I ain't
Yeah, you
Yeah, that was
missed that
Froggy.
part,
That was
Michelle.
Froggy.
And I said I didn't know who he was either, but that was Froggy, baby. That was Froggy.
Yeah.
Y'all are so funny. Y'all have me
Yo,
cracking.
for everybody, Lamar is a rap. Like that man.
No, don't say that because that would be like Henry. We don't know if she's, and this is what I did like.
No.
Nobody, we don't know if any, they left Lamar alive.
No.
We don't.
No. Lamar and Henry are done. Lamar
Henry,
is a
I
grown
feel like
man.
more done than
felt like, let me
Lamar.
tell you something. The best acting I saw Henry do this whole season was that scene. I saw the life leave her eyes.
Exactly.
Henry did
Lamar,
great in
We
that.
didn't see that with Lamar. We didn't see that with Lamar.
but yeah, because Lamar's a crackhead. Lamar's done.
No,
Remember, we saw him
I don't want to
straggling the
accept
street.
it.
Lamar's a rap. I just
You
want
can't
everybody, because
stop
everybody
the
keeps saying this for BMF.
rain.
Lamar's gone, Nicki's
You can't
gone,
stop it.
and Henry is gone. All three of these people are gone. Like, this isn't power. They're not going to bring them back. And if they bring them back, it's going to tear up the
No,
entire.
look, Michelle.
Michelle.
Michelle said the same thing. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop it.
He
It's
Like
done.
definitely
Lamar,
trying. He definitely
He's
trying
done.
though.
Lamar's gone.
you can't stop it. You can't stop the rain, man. Anyway,
So Lucille has accepted the role of assistant pastor,
hallelujah.
while Charles is over there still playing his guitar. Okay, apparently he ain't left for tour yet. Okay, now she went up to the pulpit, gave a full-on testimony. I ain't getting none of that. I'm sure y'all watched
I
it.
didn't either. She
And it even made Nikki
let
emotional.
go of her shame. She said, I'm going to let go and let God. She said, God said go. And that's what I did.
She did.
Yeah,
Finally.
that's what she did. That's what she said.
Meech went to go see Angel,
God,
her
I'm
last,
so happy you're doing
her
that.
last night or the night before that night before her last night dancing. She let him know, that he inspired her. Okay. She's about to go back home with this money she done saved up and open up an after school program for the girls. Okay, so they ain't gotta go through what she went through. Why y'all looking like this?
You see the faces right now?
She told him, Boo, I'ma miss you. I'ma miss you, Bookie. He said, you know where to find me. You know I'm at if you want to find me. Okay, come see about me.
You know what makes me so mad? And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not even it's her self-esteem for me. It's her because
Well, we
if
know she got low self-esteem, girl.
but here's my thing. If Meech really built
All signs point to that.
no. If Meech really built you up like that and built yourself a self-esteem up like that, there's no way I'm gonna let you. If you're telling me and I'm saying let's leave together and you're like, nah, I'm good. There's no need for us to even have a conversation at this point. You've let me know what it is. What are we doing?
But he didn't say it like that. He didn't say it like, no, you can't come. When she was like, oh, I want to go. And he was like, no, you
But
ain't
he's
going.
told her multiple times, you are not that girl. You are not
what he said, listen, no, what he said was, I already left my home and the people I care about to build a home here and build a family here. This is my home. You're the one deciding to leave. Now, if you want to stay here, you are more than welcome and we can build this together. To me, I didn't get the vibe that he was like, basically, F you, I ain't going or whatever. He said
F her when he never took her out the club.
That's what she wanted to do. He wants her to make her own money.
She wants to go
That's
start
all that she knows.
somewhere else and live her dream. Why?
What he said was, I don't want you selling coochie no more. Don't sell no coochie no more. But yeah, go dance, go make your money. Save up your money, and that's what she's using to go start her business somewhere else.
Please help. As the man,
she's using the money that he helped her save to go start her business somewhere else because she said Atlanta don't love her.
This was one of the scenes, and me and Jack spoke about. This was one of the scenes why I did not like this finale, because like this started off this whole, like, I like to say, quote unquote, like redemption, like everything, like it was supposed to end up like it seemed like a series finale more than a season finale. Like we're just going to end everything on a good note. But I hated the scene because it's like, yo, you've been quote unquote, I'm not gonna say chasing him, but you done lived in this man's house. You got mad at him when all he said was, yo, I'm just going to St. Louis for a minute. So you go join Glock. Then he says, you're out of my circle. All of a sudden, now you back in the picture.
All behind beach chairs and whatnot.
And we get back to Atlanta and you say, oh, yeah, let's just get away. Let's just leave this all behind. And he's like, nah, I'm going to stay in Atlanta. I've left my family in the D. All of a sudden now you got this whole I can't even think of the name right now, but you got this whole vision. Like all of a sudden now you have a vision board. Like, oh yeah, look, Meech, here's my
She
vision
was
board.
inspired.
Thank you, Fred.
He been saying since day one, get your bread. Now you got this vision board. Yes.
She got
So
the
I'm gonna
bread.
leave. What? Like you done
She
did
got the bread. Now she knows what she want to do with it.
you took this man into the club in the middle of the day to give him a special dance for
Flash
whatever
dance. It
reason.
was a flash dance.
Like all of a sudden now, like, yes, I'm inspired. Like, bruh, I was just like, really? I was just like, okay. I was like, now I'm inspired. Now you're inspired. After he been saying this since day one, like
She took
I
time
would-
to get inspired fresh.
I'm with him. Like he's been telling her from the jump. I think, hear me out. I think he might have considered her like seriously. To Fresh's point, he had been telling her something for the jump. And I think if he would have seen that prior, he might have been like, all right, Angel, I don't want to see you doing this because I see you got bigger shit. Like you want to open this. But because she was like, I don't know nothing else. And I'm so, and I just, and it was, and I could never get with it. I could never get with it. But I think that he was just like, oh, she's lost and I can help. Like, God, but I'm not trying to save her. I think he realized very, like, I'm not trying to save her, but I can help
you know
guide
where
her,
I'm at.
save her.
I've been like,
What is Bishop Mayor Woodbine? DeMarcus? Who is that?
I'm like, go.
What?
Share My Love said Angel probably pregnant.
Tris don't want to hear that.
Share My Love.
I kind of feel like it's the girl that we still haven't seen since he bought that
Right.
house.
Right. I'm really feeling like it's the real estate agent. I really don't believe. And Jack King
Thank
Retro.
you, Jack.
No, it's
What you
not.
talking about?
I don't
Finito.
agree. I don't agree. I don't agree.
Finito.
I don't agree.
It's a wrap.
Right. Michelle.
How you gonna get some help? That man still got a colostomy bag on his stomach.
Nah, he gonna get some help. No, look, Lamar coming back, but Henry gone. Thank you.
Y'all keep
Michelle,
on
this is why we
wishing.
here. This is why we here. That's why you come back every week, and that's why we like you back every week, child. Hoop was shot and stuff like Lamar and survive. Thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you. Power Universe, Eye Candy, Kane, Unique,
Yeah,
Ghost,
but Kane on
Will
drugs.
Meet. What? Eye Candy? What are you talking about? She ain't say Lamar.
Hoop. I said Hoop ain't on drugs.
Oh no, Hoop isn't. Don't do that.
No, she's saying for women, that's the eye candy for women. In that order. That's what she's saying. For her.
Kane, what?
Kane,
Nels
Unique.
might agree with you. Unique.
Oh, so for me, it's Unique first, and then Kane. But I love them both.
Lil Meech, Kane, and Tommy.
And then no, and then it's Tommy for me.
She's
and then
like, I'm
I
not
don't care about
putting
nobody
Kanan in
else.
that.
No, I can see. For me, I'm gonna go with Nels. Unique is number one.
No, it's not.
What? Unique is number one for me.
Above Lorenz?
Oh, we would. Tate wasn't in her mix. Tate wasn't in there.
Oh, well, she said Power Universe. She's
Oh,
talking
I
about
thought
Power
we had to
Universe.
go by the list she gave us because we're talking about my list. Tate is number one, hands down. That is no. That is no. Tate.
You don't like Kanan, my mother. You don't like Kanan, my mother.
No.
You know?
No. It would be Tate. It would be Unique.
Oh, he was doing Kanan.
And then honestly, it would be Ghost. And then I'm a fan. I mean, I think Kane is cute. Like, I think he's cute as an actor, the roles he plays, like maybe because Woody and I follow him and whatever. And I think but I don't think like he's like, oh my God. Like I'd probably take Tommy over him. I'd probably take Tommy and his twin brother over him.
And the twin?
Wait,
No.
ho. You talking about
Tommy has a twin brother, you know that.
Well, I'm sure he knows that.
No,
but
and I would actually take Uncle Marvin over. I would add Marvin in there
over Kane?
Yeah,
Not I.
Marvin.
Kane is strong number 2 for me. He's
I would take Marvin. He gonna make you laugh. He can eat good. We could,
No.
He might got some anger management problems. So me, we
did you hear Marvin's rant?
I know he's the one you can't get
I
a
mean,
lick at.
even before the rant, he still couldn't have smelled this. Okay, but listen, we're gonna have to keep a vid distance. Okay, 6 feet, 6 feet. It's a hell no for me.
Oh God, y'all are terrible. I can't. All right, so then we I can't. How we get so lost off track?
Yeah, we gotta get back on track.
Yes, please. No, where is it? Please give Tate a show. Please give Tate a show.
Please don't.
Angel is delusional. Angel should have been unalive. I agree with you. Behind the beach chairs. Danielle said, "Child, Tate doesn't reach the height, weight minimum to ride." Guess what, Danielle? I am 5'1". I'm fun size. I can ride a lot of rides. Okay. And that's one I would ride. Okay. So let's just say that.
Look, we're turning into After Dark again.
Right. This is turning into Shade in the City After Dark, y'all. Y'all gotta pay for this.
Yeah, it is After Dark. It's almost midnight. So.
It is After Dark.
Y'all gonna have to start paying for the exclusive. Y'all better sign up for the membership. All right. So Terry and the crew, they at the hospital. They visit who? And he lets them know he's headed to link up. And T lets him know he's going to link up with Meech, and that's all I got for that, for real. And he says, "Oh, thank you for being my right hand man."
And they just wanted to look at the nurse's ass. They just
right. And then the Detective Brian and Detective Jen are watching the news report on the takedown of the councilman and the rest of Blaze's crew. And Detective Jen plans to go out to the West Coast. She said, "They not like us, Ben. Hey, I was gonna play it because Kendrick dropped the copyrights on a joint. I was gonna play it on the live just to look. He's like, "Hey, should I do it? Should I do it?" No, he said, "No, don't do it." Look, I was gonna crip walk for y'all and everything. Y'all ain't even want to see it. I gets down, okay. So anyway, she got her gun in her bag. She got her gun in her badge bag, and so she's gonna go over to the West Coast to work on some, gangs is doing their thing out there. And Detective Bryant plans on heading to the South, to the dirty, dirty South, to hunt Meech. He said he was over here like, what's the y'all know, and y'all might not be old enough for this. What's the Elmer Fudd? And I'm hunting some rabbit. That's what it was given. He was hunting.
That's all, folks.
Or that's all, folks. And so, but then he needs to take care of cleaning Kevin's room. And so she's like, "Well, let me help." And he's like, "Nah, I need to do it by myself." And then, he does it alone. That's what I got. Anything y'all want to add to that? You want to hear Not Like Us? Go ahead and play it. Go ahead and take Crip Walk.
That she done said.
We talking about BMF. She's so silly. She's so silly. You ain't gonna say what up to Sean Trees?
What happened? Oh, hey, Sean, welcome. Oh, we're talking about BMF. You must be coming in from Instagram, but yeah, we're talking about BMF right now. And I know you don't watch that, but thank you for stopping by and for the support.
Hopefully, he didn't catch us in the After Dark part. That's
right, in the After Dark part.
What are you talking about?
The season in total is about 4, maybe a 5. They need to get it together quickly or just be done with the season.
All right, so back at the house, Nicole done cooked.
Jack, what do you rate the video? That fresh.
Okay, since you finally got to see it.
Yeah, right. What do you rate the video? Okay, DeMarcus said Bruiser finally got justice. Who's Bruiser?
Lost.
Fresh. Help me. Help.
I don't know who the hell that is. I'm sorry. Like, what's her name? Sorry, Mom. I don't know who this man is.
Look, I'm sorry to this man. I
don't know who this man. Like Kiki Palmer. I don't know who this man is.
I don't know. Retro said, "Be done with the series." Okay. He said Black Mafia family, you know, the BMF of it all, Sean.
Oh,
Um,
Kevin's cartoon character. Oh, okay.
oh, okay. Oh, that's what it is. His cartoon character, Bruiser. Oh, rest in peace, Kevin. I just wish Fresh would play it so we can get it because there's no copyright. Just play it. Just play not like us, please. So I can football. All right. Is it my turn?
It's Nails. She was going.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I was reading retros. He said he threw some money at his phone. All right, so back at the house, Nikki done cooked up this whole meal of her daddy's favorites. But he didn't get to sit down and eat because he had to cut out early. Apparently, his ride came early. Who cares? The only people that, I mean, Lucille clearly missed him. She looked like she was sad to see him go. You know, she looking around the table like it's just us, girl. What we gonna do now, girl? You ain't got to worry about waking up with fleas.
Of
Okay.
course, because Dr. Mo wasn't what she thought it was. She like, oh,
She
I need
said,
that old thing back.
"Please don't go.
That don't mean she need that old thing back.
Please
That's
don't
how she was
go."
feeling.
That is not what that mean. That is not what that mean.
Look
That
how
means
her
you was,
face looked when she
that
left. She
means
was
that
distraught.
means you was vulnerable, honey, and you made a mistake. That's what that
When
means.
that man rolled out, she was distraught. Like, oh, I messed up.
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think it was like, oh, I messed up. Not at all. That's not what it was given. Definitely fresh.
I
Absolutely.
mean,
I
it
don't
could have
know.
been.
I
It
don't
could have been
know.
also that like
Nails,
she
I'm
realized that
kind of
it's
with
just
Fresh
those,
on this one.
like how you said, Nails. It was just them two. Like all of the men of the house are gone.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
Yeah, it's
She's
just
looking
them
around
two.
like everybody's gone. I don't think
Yeah.
it was like, oh, I messed up. Um, so yeah. So Meech and Terry basically are looking at the map. Here he go again, you know, planning this whole big takeover. Okay, what we gonna do today, Pinky? We're gonna try and take over the world. All right. So he's talking about expanding more. Terry was like, yo, when the hell we gonna get to sit back and just relax and enjoy this? He was like, why would we do that when we have the potential to make more? And you know it.
He was
The
tripping.
hell, what? All right. So then Terry and Meech are out, you know, celebrating at the strip club. Of course. Sorry, y'all. I just got a call and it just messed up my notes.
It's okay. So they have Misha Angel do her flash dance. What a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Please believe it. To Rip's track. And he feels like, you know, he played homage to Rip because Angel did her flash dance. And I'm gonna keep calling it that because that's what it was. And because she could swing around a pole don't mean it wasn't gymnastics, bitches. Okay. And I've done gymnastics. I know what it is. And that's why I also know my way around a pole. Okay, so anyway, now then they see Dion in the club. Dion Sanders was actually happens to be in Fresh. You could probably clear this up for me because I probably don't know.
Oh, is that who that was supposed to be?
That was Dion Sanders' son. That was Dion Sanders' prime time. So you don't know nothing about sports, so I didn't expect you to know who this was. This was definitely a me part. That's why I probably yeah.
Okay.
So he played. So the name of the episode is Prime Time. Deion Sanders back in his day used to be like call himself Prime Time or whatever.
Okay.
That was like his nickname. So they send him bottles in the club, and then basically he like comes over and tells him like basically he don't tell because he's like, how you got the nickname? And he's like, I don't tell everything about me. And he's like, you know, the game. What I got out of that conversation, being honest, because I really didn't understand the point of it. This is where it started to go down for me. And this is where I say I felt like they should have ended it before this. Like the fact that they kept going after everything we just seen was too much. This is why I can give people where they see like it went downhill from here. So yeah, he's like, oh, you know, the game, you know, you might love the game, but the game don't always love you. That's the only thing I got out of that. They move on, they leave the club, and then they see Javier. No, I'm sorry, Javier come in the club, say Loco got locked up in Mexico and they need you to go save him. And T is confused as to why two black men need to go to Mexico to go save. Thank you, Demarcus. It's Shiloh. I didn't know if it was Shador
Oh
or
yeah,
Shiloh.
Shiloh. Yeah, that's
I
the
didn't know
son.
if it was Shador or Shiloh, but I do know his kid. I'm into the sports, y'all, especially
Yeah,
football. So I did know that much. I knew it was one of the sons. Um, but yeah, so he was like, oh, and so Meech is like, we gotta go get him. He's family. And so they decide that they're gonna go down to Mexico and save Loco. And I think I was just confused at the guys at this point, and this is why I got an 8 for me. It wasn't a total loss, but I was confused because I was confused. It was confusion for me. What are we doing? We and not even that, but now we're walking around in the middle of the desert in Mexico. Like there's no car, there's no what are we
And Terry just mad he ain't got no reception to reach Markeisha.
make it make sense. Make it make sense.
yo, she probably pointed
So,
out
but
that's
it was
probably what it
Jack's
is.
it was Jack's reaction for me when he said I was disgusted. I said disgusted, Jack.
Yeah,
That's such a strong
that was
word.
that was a terrible ending for a
But it
season.
was a terrible ending. I'm gonna give y'all that, but I don't think it was a 4. Even if
Right.
even if I want to go with nails with a 6, I'm still at 8. Because again, Angel was in it and all this other stuff. But this ending was terrible. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that.
I mean, the whole episode was so predictable. And then like I said, it was just so many different things. Y'all trying to it was like y'all were trying to they were trying to go out on a high note. Like I said, like it was a series finale. Like I said, you had got the gospel music, you had got Terry, he's going to church, getting back cool with Lawanda, all this, that, and the third. And then I'm just like, okay, this how y'all end it with two young black dudes in the game that's gone over to Mexico and now they're trying to break somebody out in the cartel. So basically y'all saying they superheroes now. Like, cause ain't no way on God's green earth, like two black dudes, especially in Mexico, like they gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Like that's impossible. Like
Did you see Jack's comment? He's talking about
wait a
he's
minute.
talking about he's
The
talking about
video
Angel
he
right
sent.
now.
Oh yeah, retro, yeah. We'll talk about that. Like, yeah, I'll send you
It
some.
used to be. He is
Records.
still prime time now, just coach prime time.
Mm-hmm.
Shiloh playing his father like Lil Meech playing, and no, and that was cute. That's why I said it was. But I hear me out, and can you tell me what was the point of him being there?
I've when me and Jax spoke about it, we figured like it was just one of those joints. Like they just tried to throw it because of the timeline. For one, the name of the episode was Primetime. Of course, we know Dion was Primetime, and then
Right.
two, he was big in Atlanta during that time because he played for the Falcons as well as the Atlanta Braves at the exact same time. So at one point he was in the World Series and still playing football at the same time. So like he was going back and forth. He was catching helicopters to go back and forth between the games. But I just didn't understand. I was just like, I mean, it was dope. To me, that was my favorite part because it was like, yo, Shiloh sounded exactly like his
Exactly like
pop.
his dad. Yeah.
But it was just like, why? What was the significance of putting him in this episode? Like,
So here's my thing. I feel like, to your point, so for a finale, I felt like what we've been saying all season we want to see happen, like those things happened. So I thought it was a good finale for that reason. But to your point, they could have done this episode 9, episode 8. We could have got rid of Henry episode 8. We could have and played it out longer. So I can understand what you're saying, why you feel like it was rushed and it's all because we could have done, we already knew what we wanted, what the audience wanted, what the viewers wanted, what we wanted to see play out. So you could have gave, and I think they held it all the goodies until episode 10. So it had no choice but to be rushed.
I mean, we could have
And
got
that's
something.
the one downfall because I feel like Raising Canaan doesn't do that. I feel like Power doesn't. We get pretty big, like you know what I mean, like catastrophic things happening throughout the season, which is like, oh, so the finale, what can possibly happen? Because we've already seen this, whereas they literally left all the good stuff towards the end.
We could have saw Granny snitching. We could have finally saw Robert Fulton. We could have man, there's so much stuff
Who
they
the
could
hell
have
is
did.
Robert Fulton?
So okay. So if you remember so if you remember season 2 with Goldie, Monique's character,
Yes,
when she
yes.
unalived, I think his name was Big Mike. She told Meech he's tapped into Robert Fulton, and Robert Fulton is tapped in with the mob. So we could have finally saw his character, and that could have been the lead way to season 4, because we still haven't seen his character. Or she just mentioned his name, but we still haven't seen his character.
Oh, okay.
It could have led up to that. It could have led up to, like I said, Granny snitching. I don't know, Angel getting arrested, and she's about to flip. It could have been so many different things. It was like them two. They just walking off into the sunset. It was just
But they're not even walking off to the sunset because they're a country that they don't know, and they're
like I said. So they Power Rangers now.
right, right.
They Power
DeMarcus said,
Rangers.
"I wonder if Captain Ian, the pilot, got loco arrested in Mexico."
Mm.
I don't know. DeMarcus, that's a very good point. I don't know because Captain Ian was giving sketchy for me. I don't know if I really trusted him either. But I also watched. Was it BMF or was it Griselda? Now it might have been Griselda. I was going because her pilots were different. Her pilots were different. But I also know they were YT boys and they used to do what they need to do to get the money. DeMarcus said, I would not watch a show if it was a 4. He's still standing by it's not a 4, y'all. So maybe we can give it a 6.
We're not saying the show was a 4. This episode was.
I'm saying this episode. Like,
why we?
You went down. Your volume went down.
Yeah, I can't hear you no more.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't say that the show is a 4. I'm saying this episode was a 4 because 8 and 9, I was like, okay, yeah, like it's ramping
8
up.
9 were great. 8 9 were great.
And then y'all do this, and it was like, really?
Well, like, I think you know what? I can appreciate people tying up loose ends. I really can. I can appreciate people tying up loose ends, and we all wanted Henry to be gone. We all we wanted. I mean, I'm not gonna say preferred, but Detective Jen could have been gone. But even not what I was gonna say, Nels, and I didn't get to it when you got to that point. Amerson would have been gone regardless as far as the writing, because her dad was a dirty cop. So he would have snitched on her to Blaze and he would have got her off anyway. So she was never supposed to play out or be in, she was never supposed to be a long-term character ever.
Yeah. That shocked the hell out of me. When Jen was basically Amberson flipped on, I was like.
But she said her dad wasn't shit. So I don't know why we surprised.
Jeez.
But yeah, y'all, that was the end of the finale of the BMF. Y'all give us your thoughts and we appreciate it. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I think we're almost past that point. At this time, it's 11:55. But y'all, if you haven't, please make sure that and thank you, Fresh, for coming through CSF Entertainment. Yes. Appreciate you. Let me not forget to give. I always give them to you off camera, but let me give it to you on camera as well. So thank you so much.
For y'all sitting these 2 whole hours with us.
Right. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you've hit that like button, because I seen it was right now I see it's 34 y'all watching us, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Make sure that y'all hit that like button on YouTube.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, we'll catch you back here for the Power. What is it? Book 2? It's Tariq's Power. It's Ghost. It's Tariq's Power. It's Tariq. I'm just saying it's Tariq's.
It's book 2. Book 2.
It's Tariq's Power. That's how I look at it. It's not Tate's Power, so it's Tariq's Power. So we're gonna be here for Tariq, and I'm gonna be here for Effie and Lauren, and we're gonna see how that go. And then I heard P Valley was coming back. And like I said, y'all got to make some decisions now. Now I said, if 10 of y'all will become members, 10 or 15 of y'all become members for that little $2.99, I will go and watch The Shy for y'all. I will take the time.
She got to go back.
And I gotta go back and I would do it, but I was really thinking about it. And I said, what I'm not gonna do is watch a show that I have stopped watching and not watch unless y'all really want me to sit here and watch it and review it. So if y'all do the time, if y'all pay the time, then I'll do the crime. Okay. Now,
you got a lot to catch up on.
Right. Now, what I will say is the reason why I can't really do that is because I know y'all want P Valley. I feel like the people want P Valley. And so I gotta go back and watch P Valley because I ain't never watched it. So I gotta that comes back
Down in the valley where the
the
girls
girls
get
get
naked.
naked.
Ah, DeMarcus.
Look, I only know the song, but point
Shameless
being,
plug. I will do a P Valley set.
ooh, okay. So no, not a shameless plug. Let me know when you. But anyway, I feel like y'all would prefer me to. Oh, what? What are you talking about, Demarcus?
Like in real life?
I don't think in real life. I think it would. Okay.
That caught me off guard. I'm
Not
sorry.
by that candy store boy.
So I will say this: we spoke on this on on our channel TSF. We spoke about this last season that possibly that Diana is pregnant by Tariq because there is a casting where there was it one Jack? If you're still in the comments,
Jack is still here.
remind me what it was. If it was one or if it was two twins that was casted for this upcoming season, and we figured that the person, if it wasn't if it wasn't Effie, it was Diana who was pregnant by Tariq. Because there was a casting before season 4 started. It was a casting for two babies, and we spoke about this. And so we think possibly if it's not Diana, it could possibly be Effie that is pregnant by Tariq. But we will see the season. So I don't know.
I don't know what type of mother Effie's gonna be. I think I'd rather it be Diana.
Oh, Nails is frozen. Oh no, she's not.
But all right, y'all. So let's get off here before the freezing happens and all the great stuff, because y'all know I'm hitting my limit as well. But thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all in June for the Tariq Ghost Power Book 2. I know it's not Tariq, but Power Book Ghost 2 Ghost, and you got Tariq in it. And all them, all the motherfuckers. But we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Have a good night.
Good night.
Again.
Bye-bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you.